girl some credit, Dragon. She seems certain about this. Humans are prone to foolish decisions, especially at a young age. She might be certain now, but she'll regret it later on. We're having an argument here as to whether us having our life halved is a good idea. It's not. I don't think that's something for you to decide. Could you stop talking as if I wasn't there? Mark my words, break your promise and I shall come back to haunt you until the end of your pitiful days. No, you won't, you'll be dead inside me. You'd need to be dead in order to haunt anyone first. Have you already forgotten that I'm about to do something about that? Don't make us regret this, Necromancer. Is that a yes? Do as you wish. Wonderful. Now hush, this will take but a moment. I hope he asked us to close our eyes, because Jesus. Well then, you two have fun. I shall be off. Wait! Mariko? Can nobody here take a joke? Hey Mariko, are you alright? A joke? We're on the verge of dying. No, we can't take a fucking joke. Huh? I'm fine. Did you fall asleep? You were muttering something. I just get these flashbacks, I guess. Flashbacks? Yes, you know what flashbacks are. You're remembering something. There you go. Shirr eventually caught on. I have no idea. It feels like it happened ages ago. Things from my childhood. Stuff like that. I see. So it's probably similar to what I experienced when I remembered my name. That seems likely. Either way, I think I could use a change of scenery. Oh, sure. Alright, where do I want to head next? Oh, so we get to go somewhere else after we speak to Shirr. I don't know, I guess we'll head to the library. There was a surprising amount of support for Shirr. You know what, actually, I'm going to double check before I say something. Fade. Right, so the idea was generally Shirr and then Marco is in a very vague second place in a sense that he'd got 2 votes, but Shirr got like 5, so I don't know. I think we'll keep Marco there, but, you know, we'll talk to Shirr for the most part. Yvonne is sitting by the table, lost in a pile of books. Yvonne got no votes. That's how uninteresting she was, apparently. I don't see Shirr anywhere, though. Wasn't Shirr with you? Oh? I'm pretty sure she's still been here a minute ago. You haven't passed her on your way here? I haven't. Wait, hang on. Who are we asking about? Wasn't Shirr with you? Oh, Shirr and Shirr. I forgot that there were 2 different people. All of us did go for Shirr, right? I didn't just misread them as Shirr. Fade. Yeah, they're all Shirr. It's fine. Other than one. Go back and look. Stay here. I didn't seem to remember you getting any votes at all, so I guess I'll go back and look. I'll double check that. Alright, I'll be here if you need me. Okay, well, when I need the lips of someone who's died, I'll let you know. Shirr doesn't seem to be in the main hall either. Wasn't Shirr here? Yeah, she just went up the stairs, actually. How did I miss her? Can she still not walk? She can't walk, can she? Bit of a creak on the door as you walk through. The sounds these stairs make are horrible. Oh, I thought we were entering a door. I should keep this in mind in case I ever found the need to sneak around. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Some of the a lot of the stair holder-upper thingies are broken. That's not promising. It's actually the first time I'm upstairs. There's a bunch of doors here. I'm guessing those lead to the bedrooms. One of them is ajar. Could it be where Shirr went? Okay, now that is a door opening. Shirr? She doesn't seem to be here. Keep your guard open, just in case. Let's go check the other rooms, then. I'm expecting to be jump-scared at any second. Thud. Huh? I could swear that sound came from... Ow, ow. Are you okay? Yeah, I just tripped. Were you in here the whole time? Didn't you see me? She wasn't hiding from me, was she? Man, she's doing something really suspicious. Come to think of it, we never got to ask, did you and Marco find anything up here in these rooms? Unless junk counts as something, then no. But aside from the burn and broken stuff, this place is pretty fancy, isn't it? I kind of wish I lived here in a place like this. Okay. You mean to say that you're not used to this kind of luxury? I have no idea. If I am, I don't remember, so I was just pointing that out. I mean... I guess. Looking at the way you dress, you seem to fit right in. Make the best of it while you can, then. There you go. We'll go with the optimistic answer. She may have just been someone dressed up for a play. For a minute, I thought that was like cheese hanging behind her hair. It's not. It's just the way the walls lit up. Make the best of it while you can, then. That's the plan. A pillow fight is clearly in order at some point. That's exactly the reason I'm not speaking to you again after that. And okay, we're getting a bit carried away here. I know how this goes. Next thing we know, it'll turn out one of us is the madman who locked us all up in here. Honestly, this is so cliche. Sure, sudden attitude changes are kind of fascinating. What do you mean? To tell you the truth, I remember having read a novel. A novel? I have no idea what its title was. Betrayal? I don't know. The story in it, however, it was about this group of people that got kidnapped and locked away inside of a sinking ship. They needed to work together and find a way out before the time was up. Long story short, some double-crossing happened along the way and people died. I'm hoping this kind of fate won't happen to us, thanks. That doesn't make me feel any better, like, at all. That sounds made up. What kind of books have you been reading? It's got a fucking fiction, you... This is the kind I found interesting, most likely. Anyway, point is, just to be on the safe side, I'm not planning to trust any of you, just so we're clear on that. That includes you, Miss Sourface. I'd also appreciate if you stopped trying to stalk me. Now, I feel a headache coming on. Go away. I thought we decided to keep together and now she's buggering off by herself? That sounds like an awful idea. Well, that was interesting. Interesting is a word for it. Terrifying is another. Marco? There you are. Could you tell the others to gather in the library? We have things to discuss. Okie dokie. I hope you're doing the same. You're not just sitting there and telling anyone who happens to pass by to go and do your bidding for you. Okay, so, I have some bad news and bad news. Right. I'm not wildly sold on this idea. Oh boy. There's always a catch, isn't there? The first bad news is the potions have a time limit. Great. We need to drink them in less than an hour, or otherwise they'll be as good as rainwater to us. Okay. That's fine, I guess? Like... Yeah, that's fine. What's the problem? I don't understand what the problem is at all. We'll just drink them then. It's a little more tricky. It seems like we need to drink them in pairs to make them work properly. Alright, first of all, what in the living whose fucking idea was that? You need to drink them in pairs to have them work properly. Does that mean we're going to get one another's memories? I don't like where this is going. That sounds a lot worse. Come again. These potions are designed to work from stimulating interpersonal bonds. Shared memories are what make them tick, in a sense. Now, if we were to assume that we're all total strangers, this would probably get us nowhere. But considering we need to get where we are somehow, I think it's safe to assume that we needed to stumble upon one another earlier and know one another at least a little bit, no? We probably just don't remember it like the rest of, well, anything. He's a genius. In other words... First of all, we decide on 3 pairs that we're going to stick with for this experiment. Second, each pair will settle somewhere. It's logic to assume that drinking the potions will put us in a state of sleep, or at least near sleep, so laying down beforehand would be advised. How is it assumed that's the case? You're just assuming that must be... I'm not sure about this, like... at all? I mean... Conveniently, there seem to be enough usable beds around here if everyone were to feel comfortable with the idea. And third of all, we drink the potions and see what happens. If we're lucky, we should be remembering things regarding ourselves and the other person we paired up with. I still don't understand why it would be just, oh yeah, we'll just assume that you were put to sleep. Is this lore in the world that I'm not quite understanding? To be completely honest, that almost sounds like a scenario to a poorly written rated M novel. Who the hell comes up with this shit? Well... if you're going to go with him, all I'll say is just be careful. Oh, Shirr, I'm honestly starting to wonder what kind of places your mind wanders to all the time. Places that are quite unbefitting of this game. And I'm starting to wonder what kind of literature you tend to read. Piss off. You really shouldn't go around saying that, hey, I read all these books, and then be proud of it if it's just, like, awful fiction. Like you're one to talk. I don't want to hear that coming from someone who touches girls in their sleep. That is... I mean, a grave accusation, to say the least. I was checking Shirr's bandages. How many times do I need to... Yeah, she's not going to believe that. I'm sorry. Dear gods. Alright, enough. We're in a hurry, aren't we? If you want to argue, leave it for later. Are you sure these potions are safe for us to drink, Marco? Well, safe-ish. There were a couple of possible side effects listed in the book. Nothing worse than exhaustion or nausea, though, so we should be fine. I swear, if this makes me puke all over the carpet... Alright, who let the phantom piano player in? Yvonne, what happened? There's a cat in front of me. God's girl, do you want me to go completely deaf? What is? Is that a cat? No, it looks like some kind of chupacabra. It's not a chupacabra, it's a fucking cat! Foolish mortals, I am none of these things. Foolish mortals? This is oddly music for someone who's like, ooh, foolish mortals, ooh, you're all gonna die. Ooh, you see what I mean? Isn't it a bit weird? I am Lord Mutik. Show some respect, Lord Mutik. Did you get hit on your head, child? Again? Somebody get me a knife and a bag. We've all lost our memories, including Yvonne. Is that so? You're a... Did you just summon me by mistake? I'm your summoned spirit. Well, one of your summoned spirits, but the others are not really worth mentioning. I'd count forgetting all about them as a blessing, child. Of all the things you could summon, you summon a cat that talks back. Right. There's more? Well, does that mean I'm a summoner? Poor excuse for a summoner, more like. Let's be honest, you'd have more talent in napkin folding. Harsh, but, you know, many waiters need to do that. Napkin folding? If you summon me by mistake, then you probably don't know how to send me back either. I do hope you're going to figure that out in the next hour, tops. Ugh, bother, I'm not dealing with any of this. A summoner who doesn't even have control over his own animals. Rubbish. This is why no one voted for Yvonne. She's crap. Probably. Good night. What are you... My lord, wait, we still have questions for you. You have questions, and I don't feel like giving answers. But if you're my summoned spirit, aren't you supposed to obey me? Am I? How bothersome. What's in it for me? I'm not in the mood. No, apparently he's not. Apparently he can just do whatever the feck he wants. Wow, that's harsh, man. No kidding. What did I tell you about the spark, girl? The goddamn spark. Look, the less we talk about that, the better, okay? There's someone with a cat, and that's just a thing that happens. Cycling purring effect intensifies. She got manipulated into petting and scratching the evil beast. Hang in there, Yvonne. Hang on. Manipulated? Evil beast? It doesn't seem evil. It just seems rather careless. Okay, we're seriously starting to run out of time, and seeing that nobody really trusts anybody here quite yet, to make things fair, I propose this. We have a deck of cards that I happened to find earlier. We'll take out a king, a queen, a jack, a 10, a 9, and an 8. There's one card for each of us. No, I want to go with Shirr. I don't want to fucking have pairs designated randomly. I don't want to end up with Shirr or Yvonne. There we go. Whoever draws the highest card, the king, will get to decide who they pair up with first. That will establish the first pair. And the second... I see where this is fucking going. Gets to choose next, and so on. Okay, then. I take it the trick here is for the cards to remain hidden until they are summoned. The person with the king isn't supposed to know what card everyone else has, right? That's right. Things would be more fair that way, don't you think? I was going to ask why I even bother taking 6 cards, but I guess that makes sense. If the king happens to choose the person that had the queen, the person with the jack gets to choose second instead. Got it. Okay, and then if they choose the 10, the person with the 9 isn't completely fucked for picking a 9, although if you pick an 8, you're always fucked. Got it. There are 6 of us, so the remaining pair will be decided on its own after that. Fair enough. It's not that complicated, is it? Did everyone understand? Any questions or complaints? So we'd leave it all up to Lady Luck and the whims of 2 people. Alright, there are probably better ways to do this. We didn't even go through the sorting process of whether we wanted a partner or someone specific to be with us, but okay. Kind of stupid way to do this, but sure, why not? Yeah, it is essentially drawing straws. I think it's a good way to go, otherwise we'll probably keep fighting about it. I second that. Let's do this. Apris? You guys do what you want, I'm staying out of it. I'll let you decide who pairs up with whom on your own, because I couldn't care less. This is why no one voted for you, either. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. Suit yourself. I suppose the smallest card leaves the pile, then. I need to get some fresh air, I'll be outside. He's doing something out there, I swear. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I hate that phrase, I never quite understood it. Oh, before we get started, I do hope nobody will try tampering with the cards. Yes, Shirr, it's not just your imagination. I'm looking at you. Fine, my bad. You're unusually perceptive if you can tell that, though, I'll give you that. What? Fucking someone sitting there with cards going, right, turn this bit, bend this bit, bend this one, bend this one. Oh, you're perceptive if you've noticed that? No. I don't think usually anybody noticed. Or you've done it before yourself. Wait, you remember doing this kind of thing? I somehow remember that I used to, yeah, though I have no idea with whom and why, I just recall the act itself. Does that mean you tended to gamble a lot? Or were a cheater? Hell if I know. Actively knowing cheating, I'm not going to do anything about it. Or could it be that you're familiar with illusions, maybe? It's a useful skill to have regardless. As long as nobody can tell you're trying to pull it off behind their backs, that is. Excuse me? That sounds like a euphemism. That being said, I'll be keeping an eye on you from now on. Joy of joys. Joy of joys indeed. Alright, you ready? Wait, we established a system for this, but who gets to draw first? Right. You're going to fight over this, aren't you? The potions don't have that much time left. How about we decide by age? By age? The oldest of the group will go first and so on. That's a great idea, but which person in this room does exactly remember how old they are? We can base it off of appearance. This is going to go into fighting. You know this is going to go into fighting. Alright, well, $10 in, $10 on the one in the middle going to die first.